Fantastic. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy wonderful start to June. Can't believe we're here in the middle of 2025 already, and we're a week out from Pax8 Beyond, but really excited. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day to join us this Monday morning. I'm really excited to go through our June monthly update. Just getting things started. Sorry. There we go. Just getting things started with our agenda. I know with it being a busy week, busy month, definitely wanted to keep it a bit lighter, but wanted to make sure that we brought all the important updates for our partners out there. We'll be going through our standard program updates. We'll have Sharonda Wilson joining us to go through our program updates. We'll also have Patham joining us again this month to bring some important tech for social impact updates and updates that are impacting nonprofits that you may be serving. And at the very end, we're going to do a quick Beyond Know Before You Go for all of our partners out there that are joining us at Pax8 Beyond Denver 2025. Really excited to go through some of what we're doing there. But with that being said, wanted to introduce our wonderful speakers here. Of course, myself, I'm Vanda Patel, our Microsoft Enablement Manager here at Pax8. But joining me today, we have Sharonda Wilson going through program updates and Patham, who will be going through our nonprofit updates. But without further ado, we'll jump in with our program updates. And Sharonda, if we have you, I'd love to pass on over to you and we can kick this off.
Thank you, Bandit. Thank you so much. For those of you who don't know me, that my name is Sharonda Wilson, the new program manager here at Pax8. So Bandit, if you will, go to the next slide, please. So just kind of want to revisit the promotion. These promotions has been going on for a little bit of time now, but we still have the Microsoft 365 E3 and E5 available where you will receive 15% off for annual subscriptions. These promotes apply for both annual paid monthly and annual offers. This offer is still available for first-time purchases only. With a maximum seat count of 2,400 seats. This is a great entry point for customers looking to enhance their productivity and security. Also, we still have the Office 365 E1 promo, where you will receive 30% off annual terms on Office 365 E1 Plus. This is also available for new Microsoft customers who've accepted and opted into the terms and conditions. This only applies for seat counts up to 100 seats, a minimum of 100 seats to 2,400 seats for both annual and annual paid monthly. We still also have the 15% promo for Copilot. This supports organizations looking to integrate AI into their daily workflow. So this promotion is for any new subscription net new subscriptions for Copilot up to 2,400 seats. All promotions that I just mentioned, the date ends to June 30th. We also have the E5 compliance add-on promo, where you receive 50% off E5 compliance for eligible Copilot customers. This applies for new and existing Copilot seats. Seats range from 10 seats to 300 seats for annual bill only. Perfect way for customers to focus on data protection and regulating compliance. This promotion ends February of 2026. Next slide, please. And also on top of all these additional promotions, Pax8 also have extended the Copilot Rewards Program. The Copilot Rewards Program is a great opportunity to receive additional incentives. So any net new Copilot subscriptions will receive the first month off. And these promotions can be bundled. So not only can you receive the first month off, where you receive $30 off your annual subscription, but you can also bundle that with the 15% Microsoft promotion as well. Next slide, please. So want to go over some new CSP requirements. Give me 1 second. All right. So Microsoft recently updated the CSP requirements. To maintain a CSP status, resellers must complete business vetting, achieve $1,000 in trailing 12-month billing revenue, and also meet partner centers security compliance score criteria, and also accept the new Microsoft partner agreement. These changes aim to boost the accountability in security and compliance. And I think, yeah, we can go to the next slide, please. All right. So I also want to go over the Microsoft new incentive changes. So on May 6th, Microsoft launched a new SMB and security designation program. This initiative supports partners focused on small and medium-sized businesses, offering a more flexible way for you to earn your security designation. So now we have 2 paths. We also have the SMB path and then the enterprise path. So earning the solution designation unlocks co-sale opportunities, incentives, and marketing support. It also helps partners stand out to verify security expertise and competitive market. So with these changes, with the new change, Microsoft also is launching a new incentive program starting effective October 1st. So how do you qualify? So indirect resellers can qualify for incentives 2 different ways. So you can either qualify to earn incentives through a security solution designation, the SMB path or enterprise, or you can achieve 25 points and $25,000 in recurring revenue. So now you don't have to have a security designation to receive, to start earning incentives for Microsoft. This is going to start October 1st. So the points, it broke down. So you do have to receive points in 3 different areas. So skilling, performance, and customer success. Key 25 points just is a cost-free path. I'm sorry, it's Monday. A cost-free path to receive incentive eligibility. Next slide, please. So it has been a lot of changes with Microsoft, some of the requirements, incentives. So if you don't know, this June 5th, so this Thursday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, Microsoft and Pax8 is hosting a partner-facing webinar. So this is an opportunity that you can ask questions directly for Microsoft. We will go over more in depth of the changes that I just mentioned, the new incentives, the new requirements. So if you haven't registered, we'll definitely share it in the link. Please register for this event this coming Thursday. That'll be all. I'll pass it back to, I believe, Pat. Thank you.
Thank you, Shonda, for the updates. Hope everyone can hear me. So I'm here to go through the recently announced Microsoft nonprofit grant changes. I know some of you may be already aware of them, but want to go through what the changes are and what next steps you can take, and also resources available for you as partners to help your nonprofit customers with these changes. Earlier in May, Microsoft announced the Microsoft Business Premium Grant and Office 365 E1 Grant are being discontinued as of July 1, 2025. On the left-hand side of the screen, you're seeing the SKUs that are impacted. The first one is the E1 grant. This grant was actually grandfathered back in 2021, so it was not available for new customers. But if you have procured that license before 2021, it kept to continue to renew. But after July 1, it won't. So that's one of the SKUs. And the other two SKUs are actually the legacy version of the Business Premium and the NCE version of Business Premium. This was 10 free licenses that was available for nonprofit organizations. So any of these three licenses, if they're due to renew after July 1, 2025, they will not. So they will get canceled after that. But if you have any licenses that are renewing before July 1, let's say on 15th of June, that will continue to renew for one more year, and you'll be able to use it until June 2026. But after that, it won't renew. So the change come into an effect after July 1 at renewal date. So it's not that all the licenses are going to get deactivated on July 1st. The change will come into effect on July 1. I also want to touch on what's not changing, because there's some confusion about hey, is Microsoft taking away all the grants, or are they discontinuing the nonprofit program, which is not the case. The change that was announced earlier was only impacting free licenses that I mentioned, the E1 grant license. It's not the E1 paid licenses, and also Business Premium 10 free licenses that are discontinuing. You'll still be able to get the paid versions of those licenses as well. Microsoft will also continue to provide 300 business basic licenses for free as well. And you can access the E1 grant on enterprise agreement if you qualify. On enterprise agreement, one thing to keep in mind is there's a minimum requirement of 250 paid seats to qualify. So it's only available for those bigger nonprofit organizations. So I want to make sure that everybody, all the partners, customers are being proactive with it, because if it gets canceled, those subscriptions, the data will only be retained for 90 days and you will lose the data. So you have to start communicating with your customers and be proactive on managing these changes, which we'll touch on the next slide. So these are the steps that I've outlined to approach this. Obviously, you want to identify who those impacted customers are. You can do this at several places. You can go into the customers Microsoft Admin Office 365 Admin Center, or you can find these in the Partner Center. You can find all the customers impacted as well. Also in Pax8 platform, you'll be able to see which of your customers have this grant. So the first step is to identify those customers. And if you need any help on finding out who the impacted customers are, feel free to reach out to our team, your account team. They'll be able to access this data as well. Once you identify them, like I said before, check their commitment end dates, because that's when the change will happen. So some of the customers will be impacted imminently, probably next month, and some may have more time to go. So you can prioritize accordingly. And the second, once you sort of identify those customers, communicate the changes with empathy. Obviously, this is impacting in Pax8 ecosystem in itself, it is impacting about 10,000 customers, and most of those are smaller nonprofit organizations. And it might not seem like a big change or a big financial impact, but for some of the smaller customers, it is a big change. So keep that in mind and communicate with empathy. And we have Microsoft has put some resources for you to help out with communications as well. Microsoft will be communicating the changes to the customer in 30, 60, 90-day period before their subscription get canceled. So they get direct communications from Microsoft as well. But we definitely recommend you reaching out to those customers and letting them know about as well. So once you communicated them, work with the customer to evaluate their license usage. So you can do this in Admin Center, and I'll put all the links in the chat afterward. But find out what licenses they're actually using, what features they're using. So this way you'll be able to find out what the next best path forward is. And also we've seen with the grant licenses, nonprofits do acquire them just because they're free. So they might not need 150 E1 licenses, let's say. So once you sort of done that evaluation, you should be able to right size these subscriptions. So keep the licenses that they only need. So this way, the financial impact would be less. Once you've done this, figure out the next best path forward with the licensing, depending on their need as well as their budget. Some might feel, okay, it is okay to just go to business basic because keeping the cost at minimum, business basic will be free, but some may have more security needs as well. And we definitely recommend keeping them on business premium, especially if they were on business premium before. Business premium is still heavily discounted up to 75%, so about $5.50 US dollars on annual commitment per month. So evaluate the best option for them and find out which path forward suits them the most. Once you've done that, you can schedule these transitions in Pax8 Marketplace using the schedule order manager. So you can align to those commitment end dates and put those new subscriptions in place so they won't experience any downtime. One thing to keep in mind is with the legacy subscription, particularly the business premium legacy subscriptions, you can cancel them at any time. So, and we've seen about 70% of our customers are on the business premium legacy license. So one thing you can do is actually spin up an NCE license between now and June 30th for those customers and canceling that legacy subscription, essentially elongating their grant period for another year. So if you spin up a NCE subscription mid this month, they can use that license for another year. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, your customers might have these grant licenses outside of CSP. So they might be using it on WebDirect, or it could be an organization, someone like TechSoup. So talk to them and find out if you have the visibility to all of those licenses and take action accordingly. Let's go to the next slide on what resources are available for your customers. So the first one I want to highlight is we just published a blog post on these changes where we go through what the changes are and also comparing the options for you, particularly comparing business basic, E1 and business premium in a non-profit point of view, what it looks like to go from business premium to business basic, or if they want to sort of keep on business premium, what they're not losing, what they're losing based on what your customer's preference is. So definitely check it out. We'll put that on the chat as well. Microsoft has published a partner FAQ and some email templates that you can use for the communication as well. And this was announced in Partner Center. There's a link for that as well. And you can also check out their data retention policy and also how to check those licensing usage on Admin Center. There's a step-by-step guide that we can share with you as well. If you want to learn more about the Microsoft security stack, we have a great course on-demand courses available on Pax8 Academy in our Pax8 Security Accelerator Hub. So go check that out as well to find out what sort of features are available in each of those licenses as well. Finally, Microsoft Tech Social Impact team is hosting partner office hours, which is on the June 24th. There are a couple of different time zone options available. So please go register for them, and you can ask your questions directly from Microsoft as well on these changes, but certainly something would be of value. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your team, your partner solutions, your productive solution consultant, or your account manager. or feel free to directly reach out to me as well. Happy to help with these changes. It is a big change that is happening in the nonprofit space. So we are here to help in any way we can. Right. Thank you very much. And I think it's back to Vandit.
Yes, but just before we dive into our next session, did want to go through a couple questions that some of our partners have regarding the changes. Question we got from Angela: with the business premium grant going away, what do you recommend as a replacement for for clients who may be either looking for the grant or either looking to keep some of those same services that they had with the grant previously?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And we address this in a blog post as well. Our recommendation is retaining those customers on business premium. While the grant has gone away, business premium is still available at a heavily discounted price, which is about $5.50 US per month per user on an annual commitment. And that's where you will get the most benefit as well from a security perspective. So we've compared Business Basic, E1, and Business Premium. Our recommendation is to retain them on Business Premium if they can afford to do so.
Perfect. And then one more question we did have from the audience. One second. Can clients purchase an annual subscription for the granted licensing until June 30th, or has the capability to add new grant licensing been removed with this announcement?
So for the business premium grant, and that's a great question, for the business premium grant, you can still access that as a net new subscription on CSP. So if you haven't had the grant before, you can definitely spin up a new subscription on NCE. Also, if they're on legacy, you can cancel that legacy subscription and spin up a new NCE subscription, essentially elongating that grant period. So yes, for business premium, you can add new subscription or add new users up until 30th June. Office 365 E1 grant was grandfathered back in 2021, so it's not available for new subscription. But if you have an existing subscription, you can still increase the quantity of those licenses as well up until 30th June.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Patham. And I know we have just a couple more questions in the chat window, but I will keep us moving here. And I know Patham will be in our chat window answering a few questions as well. That, thank you so much. And with that, I'm looking forward to jumping into our next session here, which is just going through a bit of our Beyond 2025, bit of a note before you go for any of our partners who will be joining us at that event. So of course, Beyond 2025, as years prior, we are going to be in the Gaylord Rockies in Aurora, Colorado. So if you've joined us in either year 1 or year 2 or both years, same location, same place. You want to fly into Denver International. Gaylord is around 8 miles away from the airport, so quick and easy travel between the two. For anybody who is attending the event, I will make it a point to say, download the event app before you get to the event. This is just a really great resource to have before you get to the event because it will contain your agenda. You can build out your session calendar there so you can keep track of everything that's happening, but also a great way to network and stay in touch with people that you meet throughout the event as well. And for any of the most updated details, if you don't have the event app downloaded just yet, you can always head to pax8beyond.com. That's where you'll find the latest agenda, session details. All of that information lives right there in beyond.com. And of course, like I mentioned, you can download the app to be able to see all of that as well. Now, jumping into our agenda. I know it is a packed agenda. We're starting on Sunday, June 8th, packed agenda all the way until June 10th. And if you have joined us in years prior, you'll notice that we definitely have a larger presence, or Microsoft has a larger presence at Beyond this year. Of course, we'll be at the Vendor Expo Hall all 3 days. So if you're looking to interact with anybody from the Pax8 Microsoft team that you've seen on any of these calls or events prior, we will all be there at the Vendor Expo Hall. So it's a great place to come have conversations. I know with Microsoft making a lot of updates, bringing out new products like Copilot and really integrating AI into their full suite. I know many of our partners are adapting and changing with all of those, with all of the updates coming from Microsoft. So again, just a good place to be, just to have those conversations and talk through some of your Microsoft business needs while you're there. Additionally, we do have some more sessions. Again, if you've joined us prior, you'll know that we, of course, have our Microsoft keynote at the beginning of Monday. Great place to be just to get the latest thoughts from Microsoft as it relates to their product stack and the partner ecosystem. And we have a number of breakouts spread out across Monday and Tuesday. We'll have one breakout session on day one, 3 breakout sessions here on Tuesday, and again, the expo halls on Monday, Tuesday as well. The Pax8 Microsoft team will be there, so we're excited to engage with everyone who joins us at the event. And for anybody who is joining Beyond for the first time, I did want to go through a bit of the event map because I know the Gaylord Rockies is a large space, both hotel and event space. So as you enter in, the exhibit hall will be in the Aurora exhibit hall, which is the main level of the convention center. Registration will still be in that convention center foyer as well as we've done in years prior. So that's where you want to register, pick up your badge, welcome bag, all of that right there before the event starts. And just know registration will be open all 3 days. So if you're not arriving Sunday and arriving Monday, not to worry, registration does open at 7 a.m. Monday and Tuesday and at 12 p.m. On Sunday if you're getting there early. And again, if you download the event app, you can also find a map of the event space, so it makes it easy to navigate once you're in the hotel and going through the convention center as well. And just before I push us into our closing here, I did want to go through something new that we're doing at this event as well, which is our Microsoft Security Capture the Flag. You may have seen some references to this on LinkedIn, both from Dom, both from Britton, but we are running a Capture the Flag at the event, really just to help you increase your Microsoft cybersecurity knowledge, learn new information about each one of those features, the tool set, but also a great way to just explore the event and meet teams that help support you at Pax8, ranging from professional service to the Microsoft experience team to our sales teams as well. And it's a great chance to win some great prizes, things like Surface Laptop, Microsoft Xbox. Definitely recommend joining us for our first session so you can learn a little bit more about the Capture the Flag. And what I will say is for all of our partners out there, I will say you don't want to miss out on any of the breakout sessions. A few that I'll point out, one being the TSI session we're running on Tuesday and the Building Agents session on Tuesday as well. Definitely want to join those sessions in addition to that first Monday session. That way you can ensure that you're maximizing your points and Capture the Flag and increasing your chance to win a prize. And of course, this won't be the only prize we'll be giving away. If you want to see what else we're giving away, what else you may have a chance to win, visit us at the booth. We will be talking about our raffles over there as well. So just a great chance to get into some new technology. And just before I push forward, I'm just going to quickly see if there's any questions on the Beyond. Perfect. No immediate questions. Perfect. And so with that, just wanted to cover some of our enablement that we have coming up here in June. So we do have some enablement sessions later this month around Copilot, both in teams, nonprofit, and operations. So last of our enablement sessions, but not to worry, we are releasing the new calendar. You should see that in the latest newsletter that'll be releasing later this week or early next week, I believe. And again, if you're joining us at Beyond, you can also sign up for these sessions directly there. They are virtual, so you can join from anywhere you may be in the world. And of course, we have our hands-on labs as well. We do have a modern work option and an Azure option for later this month. And again, just like the enablement sessions, the hands-on labs calendar, we will be refreshing for this July through September period. So stay tuned for those events. You should see the registration links and all of that drop in our latest newsletter, so you can be the first to sign up there. And for our international folks out there who are in the UK, Europe, or Australia, New Zealand, we do have some events coming your way as well, both virtual and in person. So we do have launch briefings for both the Australia, New Zealand audience and our UK audience, and a number of in-person events happening across Europe and Australia, New Zealand, and the greater Asia Pacific region as well. So great opportunity for you to get engaged with your Pax8 team as well as some of the vendors in that area as well. And of course, I know Kristen couldn't join us this month, but do want to give a plug to her podcast, Technically Unraveled. It's a great way just to get some thought leadership and some understanding across the Microsoft space, right? Be it programs, each one of the cloud solutions area, or even just building a Microsoft practice. So a great way to just get some thought leadership from business leaders and people who are driving innovation forward in the partner ecosystem. And we do have a resources slide. I do see a few of you asking for the resources links. We'll be dropping those here in just a moment for everyone. So just stay tuned. We'll be dropping those here in just a second. And I will open it up for our general Q&A. So I'm going to refresh here and we can go through some of the questions we may have. Please share resource links. Perfect. I see that call for the resource link, so let me go ahead, publish, and perfect. So all of the resource links that Patha mentioned during the nonprofit segment, all of that's been dropped in the chat window now, so you should see it there and be able to access all of those resources as well. Keep going. Will links be provided to us? And I do see a couple more questions on the June 5th webinar. That link for that event is hyperlinked is pinned at the very top of the Q&A. So you will be able to, you can find that registration link there and you can sign up for that event that's happening later this week as well. And then I do see a question that goes back to our program updates, asking about the references around, we've been talking about 25,000 TTM. TTM stands for trailing 12 months, which is the revenue that you would have in a year. So when we say Microsoft is looking for 25,000 TTM to qualify for incentives, it means that in the past year, you will have needed to transact at least at a minimum of 25,000 US dollars. Great question, Brian. I know we didn't share that abbreviation earlier, so thanks for calling me on that. June 5th webinar is posted. Nonprofit webinar links are posted as well. And I think that brings us to all of our questions, but I will just give it another minute just in case there are any coming through right now. But if there are no, oh, here we go. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. If there are no other questions, though, I think we're good to conclude. Again, thank you all so much for joining us for our session today. I know it was a bit lighter in terms of the agenda, but really wanted to focus on some of the updates around in the nonprofit space and our program updates that are coming here soon. I know the nonprofit updates right around the corner with the grant ending, but our program updates will be also right around the corner with Microsoft renews their fiscal year here come July into September. Links be provided to us. Joanne, I see that you're looking for those resource links. Let me go ahead and share them with you as well, just to make it easier. Boom. And boom. Perfect.
Vandit, if I can add, I think Joanne had a specific question on the renewal. So she's asking if any of the paid licenses, if they want legacy, what will happen to them after July 1? So any paid licenses on legacy will auto renew into NCE after July 1. Well, sorry, it has been auto renewing into legacy since September last year. So any renewals happening after that, they are getting forced into NCE. And legacy licenses will go into annual commitment with monthly billing unless you proactively move into your desired commitment and billing terms. So if they stay as they are, that is going into annual commit with monthly billing, which will have that 5% premium as well. So you want to make sure if you want to keep them on monthly, or annual monthly, or annual paid upfront, we encourage you to schedule those transitions beforehand, and not waiting for Microsoft Store renewals. But yeah, any of the paid subscriptions will be going into NC if that has not happened already.
Thanks, Patham. And I don't see any other questions. So I think with that, we can go ahead and close out our event. Again, thank you all so much for joining us here in June. I know it was a quick one, but I'm glad that we were able to touch on some of the important Microsoft updates that are coming up here in the next month or two. Again, thank you all so much for your time on this Monday. Hope you all have a wonderful start to the week and a wonderful June ahead. We look forward to seeing you in the next one, and we look forward to seeing you at some of our events throughout this month. And I know I said and a few times. And if you're going to Beyond, we'd love to see you there. If you've joined us on any of these or any of our virtual events, come say hello to us at the booth. We'd love to talk to any of our partners who are here and joining us at Beyond. But thank you all so much.